is that moment again, the one you dream of every night. La seule chose qui te préoccupe, c'est la gloire. Le cheminement de la réussite, of pushing yourself further than ever before. But the true glory is in the shadows. Les sacrifices que tu fais, quand toutes les chances sont contre toi. When you can't push one more second, chase the glory. Visez haut.
U-Sports on CBC, presented by les championnats U-Sport à Radio-Canada. Une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada. Nike, just do it. Faites-le. Fox 40, celebrating more than a decade of the Fox 40 U-Sports Coach of the Year Award Program. Fier partenaire des prix de l'entraîneur de l'année U-Sport. Veraburn, medical supply partner of Varsity Athletics since 1979. Partenaire du sport universitaire depuis 1979. Barron, exclusive supplier of U-Sports Championship rings. Le fournisseur exclusif des bagues du championnat U-Sport.
Hello and welcome to the U-Sports Women's Rugby Championship on CBC. I'm Karen Paquin along with Amy Paget. Today, the Ottawa University GGs face the University of British Columbia Thunderbirds in this consolation final. These two teams have battled hard in the last two big rugby days that we've had in the last week. And literally, this could have been a final. Both teams came in champion of their respective conference, and they will battle out to the fifth place today.
Absolutely. We saw them playing on Wednesday. Unfortunately, they came here, and I'm so excited to see them play. I'm expecting a really good game. Both teams hoping to finish strong, and we'll see how this is going to go.
These two teams are physical, and they will show up and prove the world and the country that they could have gone for a different position. As we looked at the lineup, there are a few changes on the Ottawa side. The number 9, Julia Latremoille, will see her first start. And on the Thunderbird side, number 8 from the last game, Rachel Smith, will slide in number 6 as second row Lyric Aitchison will take the duty of the number 8. Rachel Smith was wonderful in this last game. She was everywhere. And I cannot wait to see what she will bring into this game.
Absolutely. There have been, on both teams, key players. We've seen them during both games making great tackles, great runs, great kicks. So definitely, I'm expecting, again, a really good game. We're also here seeing really good conditions today. The past two games have been in the cold and perfect weather for rugby.
It is perfect to play a big day of rugby. This is the consolation final. However, later today we will have the bronze medal kicking off at 1. And, of course, the gold medal kicking up at 3 o'clock Eastern Time. But right now, both teams are ready to line up, and we will head out for a short break, and we will see you right back before the kickoff.
Hey U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Peu importe à quoi ressemble votre vie, vous pouvez compter sur nous. Pour la vie comme vous la vivez. Assurance, placement, conseil. Canada Vie.
We are a few seconds away to kick off this first game of this very last day of rugby as the U Sports Rugby Championship begins. The consolation final. In the middle, referee Annie Kennedy will take charge of this game as she will be helped with Carson Young and Cam Russell, as well as Felix Devim, technical manager zone.
Thank you, Karen. And we are on. The game is set. We had the Thunderbirds kicking to the GGs, and we're just seeing here the GGs trying to kick out of their zone. The Thunderbirds blocking it, and it will remain GG's bar. But we're seeing here the referee calling holding. So the Thunderbirds will earn that penalty.
We see her, Kel Juvie, taking charge for the first time in this tournament of the kicking duty.
Absolutely.
She has a good boot, and why not use the length of it and the precision of it?
We saw the Thunderbirds going kick for touch, as you mentioned, and here we are ready for a Thunderbirds line out. Ball was overthrown. Recovered by the Thunderbirds still. Putting them in a pretty good position already here in this first half. Seeing here, number 3, keeping the ball, staying on the legs, Rory Wood.
I'm coming right here.
Still pushing. Good tackle here by the GGs.
It's no surprise to see the big pack of the Thunderbirds trying to shoot for that line, and they earn a penalty right on the ash mark.
And
just outside of the post, and we'll see what they choose.
Just make sure you release her, okay? Yeah. Points.
Seeing them here, they're going for points. They will be trying that kick for a 3 points.
You must be back 10. So.
And I believe we're seeing here number 10, Savannah Bowder, getting ready for that kick.
Savannah Bowder, who was named Player of the Year for the U Sport League. Ready to try and put the first points on the board. 2.5 minutes into the game.
And the kick is good. So we'll be adding 3 points to the scoreboard after almost 3 minutes in this half. So it is now UBC 3, Ottawa 0.
As of now in this game, we have seen UBC looking serious. They want to take charge of this game. They want to really control it, and that's what they've done so far. They did not allow the GGs to get out of their zone, and they've earned their first 3 points.
Yeah, so now we're seeing the GGs kicking back to them to start again here. Ball went to the ground, but was still behind, so UBC was able to keep that ball.
McLeod going forward. But the GGs counter-rucking.
Number 8 from the GGs, Talo Bornsboom, really working hard in that counter-rucking. And we're seeing the Thunderbirds kicking to the GGs. Good catch by number 10, Jamie Lee Walker, yeah.
You can use that.
So it will be GG's ball. They're still in their attacking half.
That's fine.
Good run here, being able to break that line. Again here, good run by Talo Bornsboom, my apologies. The GG's being almost 5 yards away from the try line.
Big collisions.
The Thunderbirds making sure to keep them on that line, not giving them an inch forward.
This is danger zone. Getting closer and closer.
Almost 2 yards to the try line. We're hearing the referee calling the advantage.
And they've earned a penalty in front of the post. Will it go for points, or do they think that they have it? Do they think that they want to go?
And I think they will be going for a quick tap here. We're seeing them using their forwards. They're getting super close to the try line.
No, you need to release. Let that come. Thanks.
They have the momentum.
So super close, and we'll see here a first try of the game. Try by the GGs. So we'll be adding 5 points to the scoreboard for the GGs, making it Ottawa 5, UBC 3.
What a response from the GGs. Telling UBC, you know what, you might have put points, but we can put a try. With the power.
Definitely. Yeah, and I really love that they picked to go with quick tap, choosing their forwards, moving that ball. And we are now waiting on that first kick, seeing if they're adding an extra 2 points. And the kick is good. So kick by number 10, Jamie Lee Walker, will be adding another 2 points, making it Ottawa 7, UBC 3.
Alicia Comtois scoring with the power of her own legs and the help of the whole pack through the pick and goes. This game is promising to be exciting. And now the game is soccer is in action next weekend with the Protocase U Sport Men's Soccer Championship presented by Bell from Cape Breton University in Sydney, Nova Scotia, exclusively on CBC Gem and CBCSports.ca.
And we saw the ball kick back here, but already a penalty. And we'll be seeing the Thunderbirds going for a line out.
These two teams really seem like they will go back and forth. They are hard pressing into the opposition zone. And it seems to be very hard to get out of their half after a kickoff. Using that pressure to force mistakes.
Definitely, and we're seeing them, the UBC, about 15 yards from the try line. And
McLeod with the throw.
And recovered by UBC number 9, pass on to the number 12.
Kaljuvie all power into the end zone. The response came in even quicker.
It was awesome to see, really quick. After that line out, they were able to recover that ball, get to the try line. So we'll be adding 5 points here for the Thunderbirds, making it Thunderbirds 8, GG 7.
Skramstad really used that referee as a shield in order to create that 2-on-1 and get her center, Kaljuvie, over that line.
What a response, really.
It took no time.
It was awesome. And we're here waiting on that conversion by Bowder. Almost in the middle, so in a good place.
Bowder has to reposition the ball.
And it is good. So another good kick by Bowder, adding 2 points, making it UBC 10, Ottawa 7.
Canada's top university runners head to London and the historic Thames Valley Golf Course for the 2023 U Sports Men's and Women Cross Country Championships on November 12th. The women's race begins at noon Eastern, followed by the men's race at 1. The 2023 U Sport Men's and Women Cross Country Championships next Sunday, exclusively on CBC Gem and CBC.ca.
Time back on.
Thank you. And we are now back, seeing Ottawa kicking to UBC. Good catch here by number 1, Hennessy from UBC, keeping that ball. And we'll see Bowder kicking to, unfortunately, out of bounds.
Good eye on that.
She was outside of the 22. Therefore, since the kick came out without bouncing inside of the field of play, they will have to defend the line out
Watch my hand,
where
please.
at the
Joining
line
from the
where the
back.
kick was
Joining from the back.
booted.
So we will be seeing an Ottawa line out for the first time in this game. And it was recovered by UBC. Props to that jumper here. And we're seeing number 11.
Adiapai being under pressure. And they're playing it out. This is dangerous.
And we're seeing them here choosing to tap the ball in their zone.
It will be a scrum awarded to the GGs, as UBC is the team that brought the ball back into their end zone before tapping it down. I still understand why she was a bit nervous.
Good pressure by Ottawa.
Very good pressure. It's rare that you'll be a winger and that you'll get a wide side winger getting the ball after pass into your end zone. This is none of this nonsense.
And the ball is now put into play.
Good shove, but Boersboom looking powerful.
They're super close to the try line. UBC working hard on that line. And Ottawa using their forwards to get a few inches.
And she ducks it down.
Really good push here.
Ottawa seem unstoppable when they get into those last 5 meters of the pitch.
Yep, 14 blue on that last one. Didn't get a number over there, but that's inside your kill zone. You've got to.
And we're hearing here the referee talking to the Thunderbirds.
Adiapai really trying to get out of her zone. And the connection. And then that's where that little misconnection happened.
And then Ottawa bouncing back, using that advantage with the scrum.
And the power of the forwards.
And we'll now be seeing this conversion from the GGs. And flags going up. So the kick is good. We're adding another 2 points to the scoreboard from Ottawa. Just past the 12th minute, it will be Ottawa 14, UBC 10.
The best of women's university soccer is on display next weekend with the U Sports Women's Soccer Championship from Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario. Only on CBCSports.ca and CBC Gem.
And the ball is booted back into play. Caught by number 4 from the GGs, Keen Weens. And it will remain Ottawa ball.
UBC trying to counter ruck.
And Ottawa here kicking that ball straight in the hands of number 9, Scramstad.
She hasn't ruled, thank you.
And it will be UBC's ball. They're in their attacking zone.
Ottawa being efficient in their tackling.
UBC not being able to break that line.
Picard taking down Caljuvi.
Hold the mark for me, please. Not rolling.
And the advantage is to UBC.
And here, good effort from number 2, Jordan McLeod, staying
Not
on her
rolling back
feet.
over there.
And referee Kennedy going back to the not rolling away.
UBC
Scramstad
choosing,
going.
yeah, choosing to go for quick taps. We're seeing them moving forward.
Bowder close to the try line, offloads.
Number 15, Callie King. Close to the outside line. The ball went to the ground. Recovered by the GGs.
You're not on the ball.
What a hit.
Not on the ball, thank you.
And another kick that was tried but blocked.
Hold in front.
And a good kick here, straight in the hands of UBC's number 15, Callie King. Offloading to Bowder here. And it will be, again, UBC's ball. Quick kick here. Recovered by Ottawa.
Okay, obstruction, blue 12.
Comtois, the first try scorer of the game. Successfully calming the game.
And it will be a kick again.
We're coming back for 2 here. Okay, first one is 12, blue obstruction.
Bowie efficiently kicking it out of bounds, but they will go back to the penalty and giving them the opportunity to probably kick it again, but this time having their line out to their advantage. Well done by Ottawa, sustaining the pressure.
Okay, time's off. Time's off for the ball.
And here we're seeing them getting that ball
Okay. Time's back on.
before going for that penalty, and they will be going kick for touch. And a kick that will bring them to about the 36-yard line. So we'll be seeing a Ottawa line out.
Reminding everyone that we are playing this rugby game on a field that is lined up for both rugby, football, as well as soccer. So we're using the yellow line as the outside line. And you can see the black marks. Crunching hit.
Here, number 6, Rachel Smith. Really good pressure right on that line out. And we're seeing Ottawa kicking out of their zone. Pretty good kick. Caught by Bowder, who will be running with that ball. Kicking it again in Ottawa's zone.
Finding space, putting Bowie under pressure. But she does well.
So we will be seeing a UBC line out at just about the 30-yard line.
Right here.
Both team applying really good pressure on that ball. They're right on it.
Bowder had all the options in the world and really did well to put Bowie under stress. This line out won't be straight. And Ottawa takes the option of the scrum, as with a not straight line out, you have the option between taking the line out or the scrum, but to your advantage, obviously.
And we will see them.
Time's off.
And I believe the second scrum of the game.
Both pack being very powerful
First step forward. Okay.
and having
Okay.
some
First step
strong, to say the least, scrum expertise, with Ottawa's head coach being Duncan McNaughton and
6 shoulders
UBC's scrum coach being Carolyn McEwen.
Crouch! Bind! Up, please. Okay.
These could be the two of the strongest packed in Canada. Head to head.
And we heard the referee here whistling,
Blue 8,
asking
let's
to
have you on.
reset
Crouch!
that scrum.
Bind! Set!
And the ball is now in.
And UBC with the big shove, earning the penalty, but also earning the right to brag about their own scrum.
And
Caljuvi signals.
they will be going for a kick here at about the 30-yard line, hoping to add another 3 points to the scoreboard.
That would take them to a difference of 17 points, of 7 points, taking it 17.
It will be a 1 point difference.
Sorry, 1
yeah.
point difference.
Bringing the game almost to a tie.
They're starting to realize that it might not be that easy to go through the last meters of this pitch, so they might as well take the points.
And we're
It's
seeing
not an
Savannah
easy
back.
position, though,
No, definitely. It's not the closest kick.
and they're against the wind.
We'll see what Bowder can do. And unfortunately, the kick was just a little bit short on the left side, recovered by the GGs. And they're super close to the try line.
Roll, no! Yeah, now back. Good, good.
She does well to regather, but
And here,
so
Bowie
much pressure.
kicking that ball out of their zone.
Finding the safety.
Yes, definitely. Giving that line out to UBC at about the 25-yard line. Putting UBC in a pretty good position.
McLeod with the throw.
And the ball went to the ground, recovered by the GGs.
Great hands. Comtois.
And Bowie here with the kick. Caught by Bowder, who will be kicking again.
Cindy putting so much pressure on.
And the catch caught by
Not
Grisé.
Cindy, sorry, Anier. Putting so much pressure on the kicker.
And here Ottawa getting all players together. Add some strength, kicking that ball to UBC in their zone.
Yeah, straight out.
And UBC trying to kick that ball back. But
That's great, Cam. Thanks.
it will be going back to a line out, as you explained earlier.
They really did well to get out of this pressure. A minute ago, they were about to get scored on, and now they're into a position where they can hopefully put some points on the board and extend their lead. Ottawa U.
And so we will be seeing an Ottawa line out at about the 35-yard line. And recovered by Ottawa. Seeing them here
Okay, tackle.
working hard. Good tackle here by UBC. Number 4, Ashworth.
No, tackle now, tackle now, tackle now, tackle now. Please, Ray. Okay.
And here, good counter ruck by UBC. Ottawa will still be able to keep that ball.
Big collision.
Caljuvi applying pressure.
Both centers trying to catch that ball, one trying an intercept, but they are penalized. in the ruck, UBC.
And it will be a penalty earned by Ottawa. We're seeing them with what they choose to go for, and I believe it will be a kick for touch. And a pretty good kick.
They're ready to use the wind. They have the wind to their back, and they're really trying to shoot for that distance.
Walker with that kick, being able to bring the ball to a good 20-25 yards, and we will see in Ottawa line out. Good catch by Talo Hornsboom. Ottawa trying to use that momentum. The advantage will be given to them.
No, coming back. Right there.
And we're hearing the referee whistle for that penalty.
She definitely called the player for entering the mall illegally. And Walker will take it to another line out. They do believe they have the edge on UBC in that zone. And they want to set up their maul. Their maul have been so efficient. That's really what they want to do. And they compress their backs into the midfield, but they leave that winger Anye on the outside, ready for...
And the ball went to the ground, recovered by UBC. Number 4 here, Ashworth, taking that ball, trying to create some space. And we will see Kiljuvi kicking that ball out of their 22.
Kiljuvi giving a rest to her team, a little bit of a breath. They will still defend, but they will defend a little bit further down up the field for them.
Hey, Red, let's go.
Just outside of the 22.
And we are ready for a Ottawa line out. And recovered by Ottawa.
Rachel Steele in the middle.
Going with that maul, but good pressure by UBC. They will be staying on that same line.
Oyuta run.
Good run.
No, let it come now. Let it come now.
Comtois.
Breaking that line. But UBC going hard on that counter ruck. And we are seeing the referee calling a knock on that ball. It will be UBC scrum.
Too much pressure to handle. And UBC with the scrum in the middle, just inside their 22. Good position to exit. All they need is a good platform. And we see Bowder right behind the scrum, ready to attack from either side.
And we will be resetting that scrum. Making sure it can hold before Scramstad can put that ball in.
Ottawa's backs being shifted slightly to the left. As they don't want to give Rachel Smith some place to attack.
Scramstad putting that ball in, recovering it, and Bowder kicking that ball out of their zone. Caught by Bowie from Ottawa.
Great kick.
And here, Callie King running hard, keeping that ball for UBC. And skip pass here to Bowder. Just running here, kicking that ball, trying to get it.
Bowder playing the winger on the left side.
And recovered by UBC. Good to advantage. Number 5 here, Emma Durar. They're getting super close in the danger zone. A few yards from the try line.
McLeod.
Good job here. McLeod staying on her feet. Getting even closer to the try line. And it will be a try awarded to UBC. Really good run here by UBC. And they will be able to add 5 points to the scoreboard.
What a turnaround of event. Bowder really showing that she can do everything. Is there anything this woman can't do?
Honestly, I don't know.
It's no surprise she's the player of the year.
It's been so impressive to see her play here.
Managing the play and then running down the sideline, showing her speed, her kicking game, and really allowing her team and Sadie Gluvik to put a try down on the right side of the post.
So UBC will be taking that lead, making it UBC 15, Ottawa 14. And we're just about to see here if Bowder adds another 2 points. And unfortunately, the kick went a little bit to the side. So the score will remain UBC 15, Ottawa 14.
CBC TV is your home for the 2023 Canada Life Venue Cup from Kingston, Ontario. Catch the best in university football action Saturday, November 25th at 1 p.m. Eastern on CBC TV, CBC Gem, and CBCSports.ca.
Thank you, Karen. And we are now back in the middle.
UBC taking the lead here, being 1 point ahead of Ottawa U in this consolation final. But really, it's a clash of two gigantic teams.
Good job here, Rory Wood staying on her feet. We're seeing Bowder kicking that ball.
Bowder with the cross kicks, and the bounce is just not perfect. But Juvie on the front foot.
Using those steps to get some field.
Big legs going forward.
Bringing UBC in their attacking zone. Here we're seeing them using, Savannah Bowder going for that run again. Stopped by Ottawa's Mosindi. Job here by UBC, being able to keep that zone, but also Ottawa applying pressure and tackling down those players. We're seeing Comtois with that tackle.
Scramstad being taken down. Cal Juvie playing 9.
Going for that box kick.
And Ottawa's player being smart and calling for the mark. She'll be awarded a free kick. And on a free kick, she needs to be the one taking it. So Bowie will kick it out of bounds.
And we'll be seeing a UBC line out just inside their attacking zone.
And this is the main difference between a penalty and a free kick. If you kick it straight out, it will be a line out to the other team, as opposed to when it's a penalty, if you kick it out, it is your own team that gets the line out.
And UBC here trying to use their backs. Good tackle by UBC, but we're seeing here number 11, Adia Pai, working on that line.
And it takes a whole back three to stop her.
And Scramstad using that box kick, bringing the ball further in the try zone, but we'll see Ottawa recovering it and tapping it down.
And we'll see a goal line dropout. Or not. She's taking it back to a penalty. So referee's taking it back to a penalty to UBC's advantage for a high tackle.
Scrum called, girls.
We will be seeing a scrum. UBC scrum.
The Thunderbirds being confident in their platform to attack from that left side. Don't overload the right side.
6 shoulders here, folks. 6 shoulders right now. Crouch! Bind! Up, please. Okay.
Rachel Smith
Gap here, okay? Your hips are coming off your ankles.
sliding from her flanker position to the 8-man position in the attacking scrum. So they're using her to potentially run the ball. But in defense, I'm sure they want to have her on the flank
Definitely.
Bind!
so she can distribute her shoulder.
And Scramstad putting that ball into play.
Strong platform.
Ball still in there, just out, past to Bowder, who will be kicking.
And
to
the
Ottawa.
bounce
But-
straight into Savannah Bowder's hands. She will say thank you for the lucky bounce and adds 5 points as she extends the lead.
Just inside here.
Good kick here and good run. You saw Savannah Bowder really running hard in front of Ottawa, and
It looks like she knew where it was going to bounce. The oval ball often being a nightmare.
and we're seeing her here getting ready for that conversion. Right in the middle of the field. And the conversion will be good, so we'll be adding 2 points to UBC score and making it UBC 22, Ottawa 14.
Tickets for the 2023 Canada Life Vanier Cup in Kingston, Ontario begin at $20. Order your tickets to the biggest football game of the year by visiting vaniercup.com or by scanning the QR code on your screen. UBC looking like they're establishing themselves into this game after 36 minutes.
And the kick will be going out of bounds.
So it rolls out of bounds without anyone touching it. Therefore, it will be a UBC line out. The reason why the players didn't touch the kick on the Ottawa side, it was because they thought it was going to stay within the 10 meters.
And here, UBC going with that long throw. Caught by number 3.
Kaljuvi in open water, showing her speed.
Bormsboom catching her at about the 35-yard line. It will remain UBC's ball. Here, good choice by Emma de Rauch to keep that ball.
Let it go.
We're seeing here, stiff arm by Robin Alexander.
Okay. Not first.
But we have here a knock-on, unfortunately. And we will be seeing a Ottawa scrum.
The GG is able to stop this charge after looking like they were in danger. And UBC shifting the positioning to defend the charge coming their way, with Kaljuvi moving from 12 to 10.
Natramoy putting that ball in.
Borsboom going the short side.
You can
And
it was turned over, but they knocked it on right after. So it will be another scrum to Ottawa University.
Carson?
Ottawa being just inside their defending half. With about just a few minutes in this first half.
Rachel Smith defending that left side flank. Knowing the danger of Boersboom.
And La Tremouille putting that ball in.
Good shove, but she goes around.
Boersboom
And she
getting
goes
in.
with the kick.
Yeah, which will be recovered by UBC in about the middle of the field by Bowder, who will be kicking it. Bowie.
Good footwork, Bowie.
Good work here. And here going with that box kick, La Tremouille. Which here almost recovered by Ottawa, but the ball will be kept by UBC.
Yeah, Gazin not quite able to put her hands on it. It looked good. They look dangerous. Good momentum.
And here UBC kicking, going straight out of bounds. So again, we will be coming back to where the kicker was, making it an Ottawa line out.
Ottawa being very happy with the last few phases. They put some momentum. They changed the pace of the game. La Tremouille at the back really playing smart and fast. Picard with the throw. And this maul looks good. It is well set up. UBC being able to disrupt a bit, but still going forward.
Still moving, adding players.
Adiopai successfully stopping it.
From the AR, this side, sorry. I got red.
Yeah.
11 blue, side entry. 11 blue.
So adjusting her call as she's calling Adiopai for coming in from the side into this maul. I thought she was going to get away with it.
Absolutely. Well, we're seeing here Ottawa earning that penalty. And going kick for touch.
The eyes of Cam Russell being right there.
Time's expired. Hey, Scranton.
And this will be the last play of the half. I remind you that there is these games are 40 minutes half.
From the back, please. Okay, watch my hand.
And we're seeing here an Ottawa line out. Just inside their 15-yard line. And they were able to catch that.
Okay, come.
Going for that maul.
They're joined by center and winger.
I believe the ball is still in Ottawa's hand, but
And this is how we will finish this first half. Coming up in the halftime show, we'll meet a U Sport winner and recap of the first half scoring. After 40 minutes of play, it is Ottawa U 14 and UBC 22. You're watching the U Sports Women's Rugby Championship on CBC as this is the consolation final between the Ottawa GGs and UBC Thunderbirds.
U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Peu importe à quoi ressemble votre vie, vous pouvez compter sur nous. Pour la vie comme vous la vivez. Assurance, placement, conseil. Canada Vie.
Les nominés du prix Jim Atkinson présenté décerné à l'entraîneur de l'année U-Sport Fox 40 sont
Peu importe à quoi ressemble votre vie, vous pouvez compter sur nous. Pour la vie comme vous la vivez. Assurance, placement, conseil. Canada Vie.
They don't do it for the likes or for the shares. They do it for the fun of it, for the thrill, for the camaraderie, for the memories. CBC Sports, just because they love it.
Hey, U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
And we are back to the U Sports Women's Rugby Championship on CBC. This is the second half of this consolation final. And I know it is hard to believe that this is the consolation final between two gigantic teams, Ottawa University and UBC Thunderbirds. Currently, UBC leads 22-14. As we are about to kick off the second half.
Yeah, and we arrived here with the expectation of a really good game, close game. And this is what we're getting.
Lots of back and forth, lots of pressure, good kicking game. Great runs.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
We've got everything. And referee Kennedy is about to send this half on its way. With Bowie kicking for the GGs.
And the second half is on. Ball will be retrieved by UBC.
Well tapped back.
They are in their zone here. Bowder kicking that ball with a
lucky
big
bounce.
Here, Mia Bullock being able to catch that ball. Hema Duro here, getting in that line. Ball will be going to the ground. It's still kept by UBC. But
a penalty to the RSCQ champions.
And we're seeing them here. Walker seems to be going kick for touch. And good kick, Walker being able to get her team a little bit closer to the try line.
Okay. UBC, we're inside the 22 for the turnover, okay?
Referee Kennedy is signaling that they are inside of the 22, so should UBC collect the ball, they could exit safely into touch.
And here the ball going over the line out, recovered by UBC. We'll be choosing to run with it. They're playing pretty quick. Bowder going with a kick.
Huge boot.
Huge kick.
Over the head of Bowie.
Recovered by King. Not King, my apologies. By Bowie will be kicking back.
Okay, we have an offside. Back over here. Sorry, yeah. Okay.
And the offside will go to UBC as Bowie has kicked. And as the ball kind of slid on the side of her foot, it went lower and it hit one of her players that was trying to retreat. And they have the choice between the penalty at one place and the scrum at the other, where the ball was kicked, and UBC chooses the scrum.
I need the go forward first. Okay, from both sides, the go forward first.
We're seeing both teams getting ready. Scramstad with that ball. The ball is now in. Good push here by UBC. Are able to move forward with the scrum. Still have that ball, and the referee calling the advantage on that as well. Smith choosing to take that ball. Here we're seeing UBC getting closer to that dangerous zone. Pushing forward with their forwards. Good push by Rory Wood. Good counter ruck by Bornsbroom here. And then Kaljuvie getting even closer.
What a
good
crunching hit to save this 2-on-1.
And will we be going back from an advantage? We're seeing teams running back to the other side of the field.
And UBC calling for a scrum at the penalty. Ottawa, you have made some changes on the field. Sophie McDonald has entered the field to replace Alicia Comtois. Farida El Sharkawi has replaced number 9, Julia Latremoy. And Ella Blight has entered the field to replace Isabelle Griset.
Scramstad putting that ball in. The Thunderbirds earning that advantage. And they're moving forward with that ball in that scrum. Hitting inside the 10-yard line. Smith keeping that ball. And it will be a try for the Thunderbirds.
Such a powerful athlete, Rachel Smith. Really challenging the winger here and earning the first points of the half.
And this will be making it UBC 27, Ottawa 14.
Such power. She's unstoppable.
Oh, yes. She can also do it all.
Absolutely. In a different register.
And Bowder getting set up
for the conversion.
On the good side of the wind this time. And unfortunately that ball will be going a little bit to the side on the left. So the score will remain UBC 27, Ottawa 14.
The 2023 U Sports Women's Soccer Championship is next weekend in Kingston, Ontario, and you can get tickets today by visiting usports.ca/tickets or by scanning the QR code on your screen. U Sports Women's Soccer Championship, November 9 to 12 at Queen's University.
And we are now back into play. The GG's kicking back to the Thunderbirds. think we saw Jordan McLeod getting that ball.
Big kick, but well gathered by Bowie. Trying to go around and through.
Good tackle, Ashworth.
And the turnover awarded to Kaljuvie.
We're choosing to go for quick touch, and then
Kaljuvie, can she make it all the way? She'll be stopped just 7 meters short.
Bornsboom working hard to get her at the end. We're seeing here.
It is knocked forward. So they'll go back to the advantage on the high tackle.
Got super close here.
It was well shut down by the winger, but slightly high as she tried to stop the offload. Just high there. McLeod making it.
And we will be seeing a scrum, UBC scrum, pretty close to their try line still.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
And the ball is in. Again, UBC pushing
Big shove
super
again.
hard.
Use now, use.
Getting super
UBC
close.
Pack really dominating that scrum. The intercept by replacement player Ella Blight.
We'll be going back.
She'll be sad that it was on advantage because it was well collected with calm hands. Could have made the difference.
Things right now. You're not driving straight, and you're also standing up. Specifically you, okay? That needs to come forward first, all right?
The GGs 13 points behind. They still can do it. They still have the time and the capacity to turn this game around, but they can't really take another score here.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
And Scramstad putting that ball in.
This is better by the GGs.
Ball out. Bowder running with it. Going to the ground.
No, you're not on the body. Are you on the
Good tackle here. Sarah White.
Smith again.
And it will be awarded a try.
2 tries in a row for Rachel Smith.
Good run
She had
again.
no space to run. She just plowed through and made her
Still
own
made
space. She is impressive.
So powerful.
Ball just came out and good awareness. And here, carrying 3 players and making it to the try line. All you need is 1 inch of the ball touching that white line. And the try is awarded.
So this adds 5 points to the team's scoreboard. UBC 32, Ottawa 14. Bowder getting set up for a kick at just about the same spot as last time. And it will be in. So Bowder adding 2 points, making it UBC 32, 34 actually, and Ottawa 14.
She strikes it right this time, Savannah Bowder. The game of soccer is in action next weekend with the Proto KCU Sports Men's Soccer Championship presented by Bell from Cape Breton University in Sydney, Nova Scotia, exclusively on CBC Gem and CBCSports.ca.
Thank you, Garen. And we are back in Concordia, Ottawa kicking to the Thunderbirds. The Thunderbirds kicking back to Ottawa.
Kick through. And the bounce is almost right.
No, playing a player at the ball. Okay?
Penalty will be called.
Anya nearly able to get her hands onto it. Still Ottawa in possession. Kicking for line out.
And Ottawa being closer to their try line. Inside UBC's 22. Picard throwing that ball in. Ottawa going for the maul.
And it's knocked forward in the transfer. It's too bad because this was giving them a good chance. And now UBC is going to try to get out of this danger zone.
Driving forward, please.
And we'll see a UBC scrum. Scrumstad about to put that ball in. But the referee whistling, asking to redo.
Guys, listen up, please. I'm seeing a little bit of instability there. You guys are kind of really pushed there, okay? Slow that down, hold the push, please, okay?
Referee Kennedy warning UBC
Show me it every time.
to maintain their position and not enter that pushing position too early. They are eager. They want to put pressure on this GG's pack.
Crouch!
They have to wait.
Bind!
They have to hold themselves up.
Set! Hold!
Scrumstad putting that ball in, which will be going out pretty quickly.
Tackle!
Yeah, the
Kane
ball zipped out. Bowder with the huge boot into the hands of Walker.
will be running with it, passing
Bowie
it on.
carrying Kaljuvi on her back.
And it is still Ottawa's ball.
Picard with the few meters charge.
Walker trying to break that line.
And the advantage for Ottawa.
Playing advantage for the offside.
Penalty advantage.
And
the run.
here.
Ella Blight to the corner.
And it will be a try for Ottawa.
Ella Blight entered the game a few minutes ago and putting her team on the front foot, taking points.
Showing what she can do.
Where it was needed.
And really powerful run there.
She chose to believe.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure it is inspiring for this Ottawa team. They really needed that. Takes it to 19. They are chasing the game, but they look good when they have ball in hands.
And I think we're seeing a few subs here waiting for that conversion for Ottawa. Number 4 coming off. Tian Queens, number 11, also coming off. Meanwhile, that conversion was good, so Walker adding 2 points to Ottawa's score, making it UBC 34 and Ottawa 21.
Canada's top university runners head to London in the historic Thames Valley Golf Course for the 2023 U Sports Men's and Women's Cross Country Championship on November 12th. The women's race begins at noon Eastern, followed by the men's race at 1. The 2023 U Sport Men's and Women's Cross Country Championship next Sunday, exclusively on CBC Gem and CBCSports.ca.
Thank you, and right after that kick, we saw also Walker coming off the field. So we have a few subs for Ottawa, which has got in. We have number 19, Annalise Way. And meanwhile, that ball was kicked. And it will be a UBC line out just about in the middle of the field.
Inside.
And good line out for UBC. They will be going for a good run here. It was deemed backwards, and we're seeing here Bullock running with that ball. Here, stopped by Ottawa. And unfortunately here seeing a knock on. But I think we'll be going back to the advantage at about the 30-yard line. So the Thunderbirds earning that penalty.
And a few subs on both sides. For UBC, Kiki Idaho, number 16, coming on for Sadie Gluvik in the back row. And center Lena Dueck taking over for Robin Alexander. And on Ottawa's side, we've seen Terry Davis-Ewan coming in, as well as Taylor Hendrick and Annalise Way, replacing Jamie Lee Walker, Emanuela Anye, and Tion Weeds.
And UBC scrum, the ball is in. They're able to move forward with it. The ball is still in that scrum. The referee calling the advantage. And Bowder going with that, passing it on to Lana Dueck. That skip pass to King. And then Kaljuvie moving forward with it. Bornsbroom working hard with that counter ruck. But it's still UBC's ball. Here they're getting closer and closer to that try line.
Idaho with the first touch.
Rory Wood staying on her feet. And it will be held up by Ottawa. So we will be seeing goal line dropout. Good defense here by Ottawa. Being able to contain and not awarding that try. And ball was kicked, caught by Dueck. Rachel Smith again staying strong on her feet.
Let it come.
Advantage awarded to Ottawa.
Nothing coming from that. Okay.
And on the knock-on,
we will be going for a Ottawa scrum.
replacement winger Tia Jordo has entered the field for UBC, replacing number 14 Mia Bullock.
And we now have a Sharkawui as number 9, putting that ball in.
Okay, you can use that.
Big pressure.
We're gonna reset that, okay? Came out the tunnel there. We'll reset that.
Referee Kennedy choosing to reset the scrum.
Pardon?
Ottawa really being put under pressure by this Thunderbird scrum.
Sure. Okay. Early push there, girls. Okay, let's just limit that. All right, hold your own weight. Okay, discipline here, girls. Hold the weight, please. 6 shoulders. 6 6 shoulders here.
Not many substitution made on the UBC's forwards.
Set.
And the ball is in, quickly out. Passed on to the
Well
backs here.
gathered.
Good tackle
It
by
went over the
Kaljumi.
head.
Yeah.
Back. Ball's out.
And Ottawa going with that kick to get out of their zone, which will be recovered by UBC. The ball is still in play. Quick pass that went to the ground,
No
but
hands.
still recovered by UBC.
Quality tackle by Mosin.
And quick box kick here.
Advantage. No. Okay, we have a knock here first, then another knock. Here. Okay.
Referee going with the knock on.
Time is off.
I thought she could have come with the offside,
Time's off here, girls.
but
Okay, we got a sub. Who's it? 8 blue. 8 blue.
UBC will use this platform to launch their attack into Ottawa's side.
And we are seeing substitutions here.
I'm giving.
Tessa Strom coming on for UBC.
Replacing Atchison. And shortly, we will be seeing a scrum.
So we really need stability.
The best of women's university soccer is on display next weekend with the U Sports Women's Soccer Championship from Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario, only on CBCSports.ca and CBC Gem.
And unfortunately, we have a Ottawa player on the ground. Both teams taking short break.
Boers Boom getting some attention. I'm sure the GGs don't want to lose this player. They need her everywhere. She's so efficient. She's aggressive. She's powerful.
Super intense on those counter rucks as well. And we are seeing her redrawing the team.
She's back on her feet.
So be ready for that scrum.
She shook it off and saying, I'm not leaving this field before the end of my shift.
And at about the 25-yard line, we will be seeing a UBC scrum.
Bind. Set. Hold. Okay, early. I warned you.
Here,
Referee awarding a free kick to Ottawa, telling the UBC pack that they were warned and they should not go forward too quickly.
oh, going for a quick tap here.
Backwards.
21, Hendrick keeping that ball. It is still Ottawa's ball. Ball will be going to the ground. Still recovered by the GGs, but strong counter rucks here by the Thunderbirds, who were able to get that ball back.
Good pressure by El Sharkawi,
It's a maul.
creating the maul.
Use right away.
Smith in the middle.
Powering through
Come. She's all
two
right.
players. And Warrior Wood staying on her feet here.
Tackle now. Roll.
Showing her strength,
Rachel Smith
playing
passing
the
on.
2-on-1.
Thunderbirds getting closer and closer to the try line. less than 5 yards to make.
Backwards.
Well, gathered by Caljuvi.
Tackle. Not rolling.
The advantage given to the Thunderbirds, who are, and we'll be coming back to that.
Played expensive. Did not succeed to connect, but they have an advantage. Right in front of the post.
Scrum. Scrum taken.
And unsurprisingly, they will choose the scrum, as they have been quite successful, with the exception of those few times being a bit too eager.
Let them on. Let them on.
And
We can do subs. Time is off right now.
UBC again being super close to their try line. We're seeing a substitution coming in
Time's off right now.
for the GGs. Number 17, Callie Macmillan.
Okay, right here. Oh.
And the scrum just about to take place.
Crouch.
Macmillan taking over for Oyito Arun, who had
Up, please.
quite the tournament.
Definitely a key player for the GGs.
Let's reset here. Okay, I'm gonna come around to the other side. Watch.
And here the referee asking to reset that scrum.
Come forward. Hold the push, Blue. Hold the push.
Talking to the Thunderbirds. And scrum stop putting that ball in.
Use.
Good pushback by the GGs. But UBC still taking that ball. Bowder going forward with it. And it will be a try for the Thunderbirds. Bowder going in.
Savannah Bowder playing with a smile on her face. She just looks like she's having so much fun.
Going through a few Ottawa players and powering through, getting to that try zone. Adding 5 points to her team score, and then we will see if an extra 2 is added while she's getting ready for the conversion.
This UBC team looks so competent in all the areas of the play. They can move the ball around. And this woman has such a good boot.
And unfortunately, that kick going just a little bit to the left
So
side.
apologize, I definitely jinxed that.
But the score will remain UBC 39, Ottawa 21.
CBC TV is your home for the 2023 Canada Life Venue Cup from Kingston, Ontario. Catch the best in university football action Saturday, November 25th at 1 p.m. Eastern on CBC TV, CBC Gem, and CBCSports.ca.
And again, we saw substitution coming in. We had for
Miscommunication on UBC side, but Rory Woods.
and here the Thunderbirds kicking back.
Bowder finding space and bounce, bounce, bounce.
Hold. Retreat. Now.
Hendrick
Retreat. You're cut.
having
Yep.
no other choice than to
Retreat.
kick it back.
And we are in the middle of the field. UBC's ball. And we had Anaya Prokopic, who went on for UBC, who just carried that ball. here. Good run. I believe that was Talia Hennessy. UBC's.
Now rule.
And GGs were able to recover that ball.
Tackle, no
Strong
hands, tackle
pressure.
rules.
Jordan McLeod.
Advantage.
Footwork. Hendrick under pressure, but remains in position, and Bowie
Sorry about.
will kick it forward.
Okay, we had 23 offside.
Too eager, Lena Duac.
Not you.
And for the GGs, we also saw Michaela Sweeting coming in. And we are going to be setting up for a GG's line out.
Sorry, no, come on over, come on over, come on over. Yeah. Hey, 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 come on.
Ball was retrieved by the GGs.
Steele playing 9
Put her down safely,
for a
put her
second
down
as
safely.
El Sharkawi gets back on her feet.
Good pressure by the Thunderbirds. Now giving an inch forward to the GGs, and we'll be seeing a kick. Thunderbirds kicking back straight in the hands of Taylor Hendrick,
Back here,
who will be giving that signal to the referee.
right here. Hey.
Calling for the mark.
And
Inside the 22.
we will be going for a UBC line out at about the 35-yard line.
Yep. Who? Hey, time's off, time's off, time's off. We have a sub. We have a sub coming in. Yeah, bring her in, bring her in. Okay, let's keep this channel here. Keep the channel. Hold.
And
Okay,
sub
time's
coming
up.
in.
Substitution du côté d'Ottawa, substitution for Ottawa.
I believe we have
Le numéro
Delaney
16,
Woods coming in,
16. Michaela Sweeting qui remplace le numéro 13,
wearing number 8,
Winnie Howe.
coming for Callie King.
Et substitution du côté des Thunderbirds, substitution
And
for UBC.
Ottawa booting that ball out of their zone, which will result in a UBC lineout.
They sustain the pressure, Ottawa U, but they really need to get going to the other side of the field.
Number 15, Callie King.
And UBC
Come on.
catching that ball, going
No, Joy from the back.
going for the maul.
Okay, that's Woods.
Ottawa adding pressure and strength,
Same hole.
but UBC is able to move forward with it.
The maul had stopped once, so she's forced to play it. However, it did go forward a bit more. That's good space, but it doesn't connect on the wide side.
That's too bad. We're in a great position there.
Time's off again.
We will be going on the other side of the field.
5, 1, 3 blue.
It was
Time's off anyways.
well distributed by Caljuvi, but
Time's off.
just Bowder under too much pressure, can't connect with Pi on the far side.
Blue ball, yeah.
And for UBC, we have 3 new forwards coming in.
Sorry, yeah.
Sasha Oreskovic Peyton McNeil and Jesse Nags coming onto the field.
Fresh legs coming into the the 5 last minutes of the game.
Coming for Talia Hennessy, Rory Wood, and Emma Debord.
Eager to get the experience, eager to create their own name, and
we saw that line out.
Don't miss the next game as we see the Ontario battle between the University of Guelph Griffins versus the Queen's Gales as they battle it out for the bronze medal. This will kick off at 1 o'clock here in Quebec City. As we move along in our day, the day of finals of the 2023 U Sport Rugby Championship.
And the referee talking about teams.
In the dying minutes of this game, UBC leading the mark, 39 over the University of Ottawa GGs, who earned 21 points in this close contested match.
And on that scrum, Ottawa will be rewarded with the penalty. Hearing the referee calling not driving straight to the Thunderbirds. And here choosing the kick, but the ball will stay in. Recovered by Bowder, who will be kicking as well.
Bowie going with the quick kick, but finding the sure hands of Cal Juvie. She's under pressure. They're trying to stop her. Great tackle by Bowie.
And here, fortunately, the knock-on by the Thunderbirds, who we'll be seeing in an Ottawa scrum about in the middle of the field.
Gives one of the few last opportunities for the University of Ottawa to attack in this match, this consolation final opposing those teams. I remind you that they came in champions of their own conference. UBC being seeded #1 after winning the Can West Championship, and Ottawa being the RSEQ champion of this year. Now battling for 5th.
And oh, that scrum. Ottawa earning that penalty. And they will be going with a quick tap.
With energy. Passing it around, Boersboom offloading into contact, but strong defense.
Good pressure by Delaney Woods.
Good offloads. But this one slid forward.
Fortunately, the referee calling the knock-on on that. We will be seeing the Thunderbirds going for a scrum.
Just a few minutes to go, as the time on the screen might have reached 80 minutes, but it is the referee's watch that chooses the time of the game.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
And Scramstad putting the ball in. Ball will be kept by the Thunderbirds. Scramstad going for a run.
The
Passing
offload.
on to Jordo, who will be stopped by Ottawa.
Jessie Nags.
Stromstad looking for that ball, passing it to
Caljuvi shooting for the line, trying to get one last try. But it's knocked on. Just a meter away from the end zone.
so close to that try line.
There was so much pressure, yet she hopped out of tackles. Almost giving a high five to the opposition. But she just knocks it over the line. Giving Ottawa U the opportunity to perform a goal line dropout. It is a shallow kickoff. Ido with the charge. Looking strong.
Stopped by the GGs at about the 10-yard line. McLaurin getting closer to the try line for the Thunderbirds.
Tackle.
Good distribution. Lena Dueck thinking that she can make it all the way by herself. But she's well wrapped by the GGs. Caljuvi taking the ball down successfully.
Bowder trying to go with a kick, recovered by Ottawa. And
Ottawa sustains the pressure in the dying minutes, but it was too much for them. The UBC Thunderbirds earn the 5th place in this consolation final, scoring 39 good points over Ottawa GGs, who will go down and take the 6th place in this tournament. What a performance from the UBC Thunderbirds here in Quebec City. And now we will see both teams gather as the committee selects the Nike players of the game for the Ottawa GGs and the UBC Thunderbirds.
Hey, U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
There was a number of good performances in both teams. What are your picks, Amy?
really, as you said, good players on both sides. We saw Bowie for the GGs being super strong in the kicks and in the catch, doing a lot. From the Thunderbirds, what will be your pick?
It's between Borsboom, Bowie, and Comtois for me, but I have to go with you. Bowie was the woman who took charge when it was time to relieve the pressure. She did really well. And on the other side, so many good performances. Caljuvi, I think, really put her team on the front foot. Rowie Wood.
Absolutely.
Such a good shift, so many good scrums. They really earned the right to march down the field with the forwards. Jordan McLeod.
And a few substitutions coming in afterwards as well. Being on there, Lena Dueck, working super strong. Excited to see what will be the comedy's picks.
And we can understand that one team is happier to line up for the player of the matches as the other one stands together and takes one last photo. You see it's all smiles on the UBC Thunderbirds faces. They really came in with high hopes. And I think today they've proven that it was a slip They really just a misstep in their road to what could have been the trophy, but today they've cleaned the record. They put such a strong performance against a really good Ottawa GG side.
Really wanting to show what they could do in this tournament.
Number 10, Walker, getting the nod for the Ottawa GGs.
Good game for Walker as well.
She had such a good game, especially in the first half.
Some good kicks. And here for the Thunderbirds, Rachel Smith earning this
She
award.
was absolutely wonderful. Congratulations to those player of the match, Rachel Smith and Jamie Lee Walker. And now we will wrap this 5th place match. I remind you that the UBC have taken it 39 points over University of Ottawa with 21. And in a few minutes, we will see this bronze medal game at 1 o'clock, opposing the Guelph Griffins to the Queen's Gales in an all-Ontario battle. We will be back at 1 o'clock.
U Sports on CBC, presented by les championnats U Sport à Radio-Canada. Une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada. Nike, just do it. Faites-le. Fox 40, celebrating more than a decade of the Fox 40 U Sports Coach of the Year Award Program. Fier partenaire des prix de l'entraîneur de l'année U Sport. Veriburn, medical supply partner of Varsity Athletics since 1979. Partenaire du sport universitaire depuis 1979. Barron, exclusive supplier of U Sports Championship rings. Le fournisseur exclusif des bagues du championnat U Sport.